Hey, the first time you power on the Onkyo TX-NR6100, there's this shift in how your whole room feels, like the sound stops acting flat and actually lives around you. This is for the person who's tired of audio that barely keeps pace with what's on screen, someone who's watched tight dialogue get buried under effects, explosions that feel hollow, or games that look epic but never sound that way. You know quality the moment you feel it, not just hear it. Before anything else, check the current price and stock so you know what you can lock in right now. Receivers with this level of refinement and connectivity don't stick around when people realize what they've been missing. You probably knew it was time to upgrade after one too many nights where the audio just didn't match the moment. Maybe movie scores felt thin, maybe your games didn't feel immersive even with headphones, or maybe music streamed through your speakers sounded flat instead of full-bodied. You turned up volume hoping it would fix it, and it never did. That's the moment you realize you've outgrown compromise. Swapping to this feels like relief. The moment it's powering your system, everything feels anchored and intentional. THX certification doesn't just sit on a spec sheet, it means what you're watching feels bigger, deeper, more connected. Dialogue sits where it should. Surround effects don't just occur, they guide you around the scene. The bass doesn't boom randomly, it anchors what's happening so explosions, footsteps, and low-end effects feel weighty, not muddled. In everyday use this changes how you experience everything. Movies feel cinematic because sound moves with the story instead of trailing behind it. Games feel alive because audio cues are intentional and directional, and that matters when you're deep in the action. Music doesn't just play, it sits in the room with you, revealing layers you didn't notice before. Even everyday shows feel clearer because dialogue stays anchored instead of floating under background effects. What really sets this apart isn't just horsepower or gadgetry, it's confidence. Once you've lived with a setup that keeps pace with modern content instead of chasing it, anything weaker feels like you're only half there. If you're even a little curious, don't let random stock dips or price swings make the decision for you. AV receivers this capable get claimed fast once people hear what they actually deliver. You might wonder if compatibility matters, and it does. Works with Sonos Certified means integration isn't a struggle. The 8K and Ultimate 4K gaming support means visuals and audio finally sync instead of competing for attention. And the smart features don't bog you down, they make your system easier to live with every day. One pleasant surprise most people don't expect right away is how natural everything feels. Not louder. Not chaotic. Just right, balanced, expressive, and intentional. Sound feels layered and immersive, dialogue stays anchored and clear effects move around you with purpose. Bass has definition and control, your whole room feels part of the experience. Thoughtful setup matters, and once you hear this, weak audio feels hollow. Eventually the comparison loop just ends. You stop bouncing between specs and go with what already feels like the system you'll actually live with, the one that finally matches how you want to experience every scene, every note, every moment. If you've outgrown flat staging, muddled detail, and receivers that don't keep pace with modern content, don't let this be the upgrade you delay and regret later. Check availability now, decide with confidence, and let your audio finally keep pace with the way you want to experience every beat and story.